Good morning and welcome to today's pre-market video. Now in today's pre-market video we're going to take a look at the Bank Nifty Expiry. I'm going to take a look at what option buyers can do and what option sellers can do. Plus I'll take a look at the simple price action. Forget what option buyers are going to do, forget what price option sellers are going to do. We're going to also look at what the chart is simply saying without any basic muddle levels and all. Also we'll be taking a look at the news, and I know today's video is different from the past 2 weeks. This is in the past 2 weeks on Wednesday. We have always covered two stocks rather than the Bank Nifty Expiry, but I have chosen to do the Bank Nifty Expiry today rather than stocks because the index is basically at a critical phase in terms of news. This is, I believe the next 2 to 3 days is not going to be the data driven or levels driven or whatever you want to call it. Is going to be more news driven, as the next 24 hours is very important on the news front. Why I say that is in the next 24 hours we're getting the US CPI numbers, plus we're also having the US presidential debate. Now people are wondering why I'm talking about the presidential debate in the future rather than ongoing right now when I release the pre-market, is as I record this the night before. Now as of the time I'm recording this video, the American market is flat, as what everyone will be waiting for is to see whether Trump wins the debate or Kamala Harris wins the debate. And I expect the reaction to be similar to what was seen between Biden and Trump's initial debate. I say that as basically when it became clear that Trump, it was clear pretty early on in the debate that Trump is sweeping the debate. The American markets did basically very well. That ended up helping our Indian markets too. And I expect the same trend to continue in this debate. If it comes clear that Trump is winning the debate, then the Indian market will have a strong upswing because he's a pro-market guy. So the American market will do well, which in turn will help us. However, if it comes clear that Kamala Harris is winning, then we can expect a very quick drop in our markets, because the American markets will be doing the same, as she's not pro-market like how Trump is. In fact, she wants to raise taxes and all, which is completely the opposite. If it's a neck and neck, how it's going on in the polls, neck and neck in the debate, then expect volatility to continue within the box range we are trading in, which will give us quick up moves and down moves. Some you'll be able to catch, some you won't be able to catch, depending on how structured they are. Now, the next news which is important is the US CPI, as I said. This is the last data point that's been coming out that will signal what the Fed is going to do. This is when the JOLTS came out. The JOLTS pushed us more towards the 25 basis point rate cut. Then the non-farm payrolls and the beige book report pushed us towards the 50 basis points. So now we are 50-50 in the middle. And the US CPI numbers which will be coming out will sort of be the last straw, which will indicate to people whether 25 BPS or 50 BPS is coming on September 17th to 18th. If it's 25 BPS, I believe that is already priced in by most of the markets. If it's 50 BPS, it's not priced in, it will cause a lot of excitement, then a thump. And so that is what we will have to watch. Now coming to the basically Bank Nifty chart. Now, as I said, we are first going to take a look at it in terms of simple price action. Then we're going to take a look at it in terms of levels. Now, as of now, I've loaded the 4-hour chart. This is as if we look at it, the Bank Nifty has been trading in this box range from quite some time. It has tried to break out many times, and it has tried to break down many times, but it has been unsuccessful. This resistance and this support has basically just kept it in here. So now, in terms of simple price action, what does it show? Now, in terms of simple price action, there is one resistance here. Agreed, we're near it. But the main resistance which everyone will have to watch is the 52,500 mark. Why I say that is my favorite high volume bearish candles formed here. Now, a few have been asking how to get this indicator. If you want to get this, know the process of getting this indicator of mine, then in the description box below, there's a WhatsApp number shared. WhatsApp me on that number and someone will inform you how to get the indicator. Now, this high volume bearish bar formed here, and after that we saw the index try to wake up, but this resistance killed it here, and it ended up forming a very long wick, huge price rejection, then again it got stopped here, then we had a gap down, then we have risen again towards this zone, and we just got stopped out and again gap down. So this zone has proven its mantle. So any up move will have to win over this zone of 52,500. So until we come back above 52,500, we're in a neutral zone, as the bulls will not have control, neither the bears will have control until that. So above 52,500, clean move for the bulls. Below 52,500, both sides are going to get up, down, how we've been getting, which is giving some profits and so basically some hits. This is as a lot of the box range has been rather unstructured, and that is why most of the days I've been pushing people towards option selling in the past 2 to 3 weeks rather than option buying. Is when it's unstructured box range, option selling works, option buying that works to a certain extent, but with very small profits. Now coming to the intraday trading plan, as we have seen what the 4-hour chart is showing in the bigger picture. Now for the intraday trading plan, let's pop to the 1-hour chart and throw in the levels. Now there are many levels because of the news flow which is going on right now. Now first, the 51,420 and 51,100 support, resistance and support level are not that important. This is basically only if we form a small box range. The main importance, in fact, let's just wipe them out instead of having them cluster everything. Now, in terms of option buying, as long as we are within this range of 51,620 and 59,40, do not expect any sort of a good move. Within this range is tight scalping, which is going to happen. This is, as you can see, the bars which have been forming have been rather large. So due to that, it's come tight scalping. If it was smaller price bars forming, then you would get bigger moves in intraday within this range even. You would, let's say, get 4 price bars in one direction, 5 price bars in one direction, which can give a decent profit to option buyers. But this has basically been a tighter scalping zone. And so as long as you're within this zone, option buyers should expect to trade both sides. Don't expect to trade a clean move. However, if we clear 51,620 and the next target is 51,800, which is a very strong resistance, and if we clear that, then I believe we will go to 52,150 easily. 52,040 is a resistance, but it's not that strong. The target will be 52,150. If we clear 52,150, I have not put another level, as the level comes now, the daily chart one, which is 52,500, as that is what will be the next target. On the other hand, if we break 59.40, 57.50 is a support, but it's not that strong. So I believe a break of 59.40 will take us to 5600, which is strong support, and 54.80. Those two are very key. And if they give in, 52.50 is next. So it has come sort of a balancing act, as it's 50-50 due to the news. Nobody can have a clean move right now, as yes, it's definitely going to go up or definitely going to go down, because of simply us being in this box range for very long, and also the presidential debate which will happen tomorrow morning for Indian time. So that has to be seen. So one side will have to be picked, and I believe that side will give us a good move. Now that's my option buying plan. Long above here, short above here. Between this zone, play both sides. Now what's my option selling plan? Now option selling will be a bit trickier for today's Bank Nifty expiry. This is as it will be news based rather than, if anyone who's been watching my videos knows the option sales have been working very well, as you basically sell calls and at a certain time, sell puts at a certain time a share, and it works perfectly. But this one, I will be more cautious on the option sell, so I will do half the normal volume. And number one, if we are within this range, then I will sit out of option sells, because one side can pop at any time, and I don't want to be against the side which pops at any cost, as that will literally batter the option sellers of that side. However, if we break 51,620, then I will most likely sell puts below 51,620 and ride it up, and then towards the latter part of the day, sell put calls above 52 150. So that's my trading plan for that side. If we break 51 620, that is only when I'm going to take a trade on option selling front. On the other hand, if we break 59.40 is also when I'll take a trade on the option selling front. This time I'll sell calls basically above for 59.40, basically 51k and above calls, and I will end up selling puts in the latter part of the day below 52.50. So to reiterate what I said, between 59.40 and 51.620, as long as it's between that, no option sells, only scalping option buying. However, if it breaks 51.620, then I will sell puts below 51.620, basically 51.600 or 51.500 and below, and then latter part of the day I will sell calls above 52.150. On the other hand, if you break below 59.40, sell calls above 51k, and I will sell puts below 52.50. So that is the trading plan I have. It is more complicated than it usually is in the videos. Just in the videos, the trading plan is usually simpler, but today, due to it being a heavy news flow day, and right now when I'm recording the video, the debate hasn't happened yet, so we're not clear on that, and user CPI numbers are also going to come up, so it's better to play it safe with lower volume and have a more complicated trading plan, but which can help you make a profit. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell. Any questions, drop them in the comment section below or WhatsApp them to the number shared in the description box. Thank you.